Yes, digital disruption, digital minimalism, which we'll be explaining the rest of the week. But we got some amazing and fine folks to get to. And first, I want to acknowledge Diana and Gina for an outstanding job in the causing of leadership this weekend. Diana running Saturday, Gina running Sunday. Amazing leadership cause. Let's drop right in. We have leaders and leaders and leaders. Because you know what happened this weekend, Fernando?
What
What
happened?
happened this weekend?
What happened this weekend was a disruption and the causing of leadership.
Yes, it was leaders leading leaders to merge ecosystems for 1+1 = 1 trillion, or at least more than 10 relationships to make the world an even greater place. It was literally on display and was occurring. So, Diana, what's happening?
Good morning, Sean. Good morning, family. I am so excited to be here and still high from the weekend. We have so much growth happening, so many ecosystem merging, live training, growth that was present. I am so full. My heart is so full. And you know me, right? I'm a constant learner. Improving is my MO. So I'm always looking at what could have been better and how could I done this and that. But present is the magic that happened, the conversations that were had, and so much fun. And we have a bunch of champions as well, right? We are the champions. That couldn't be best said.
Yeah. And Diana, what'd you learn about yourself this weekend? What was the biggest growth for you?
Yeah, for me, thank you for the question, because for me, I learned that I can cause leadership and I can cause it in others. I can cause it in myself. So like Fernando would say, going from hello to yes with myself, first accepting the challenge of organizing Saturday, causing leadership within myself to be in extreme intentional zone action, improving, creating systems, having meaningful conversations, healthy confronts, and everything that happened this week, and then causing the leadership of amazing people that had it in themselves too, to realize that they can do this, and then seeing it unfold. Beautiful.
And we're going to co-create the Purge, the Unblinded Purge Challenge is going to be coming up. The Unblinded Purge Challenge to disrupt your entire social media follower base, to turn them into a partnership base and make intentional decisions. Stay tuned for that this week as we step into just which I didn't even know Jason Simple had been talking about. Digital minimalism was like a book and a thing. He's like, what you're talking about is digital minimalism. And it was extraordinary. Okay. So Diana, let's start. We had 8 influence challenges this weekend, run incredibly successfully. PS, we had somewhere in the vicinity of 600 people who we did not know before this weekend. 600 new people came through our challenges across the weekend. Some people were there just for a few minutes, but all these fine folks were there. 600 new people, in addition to all the leadership, training, development that was caused inside of the Unblinded ecosystem. And our first leader that you caused leadership in was the one and only Erica. So Erica, are you out there?
Yes, she is.
Hello.
Hey, Erica, how are you?
I am outstanding. How are you? And thank you for having me here.
Awesome. So Erica, fantastic job. Who were your co-leaders?
Oh, our co-leaders are none other than the Unstoppable Billionaire Ecosystem Merger Team. We've got Shiva Diva. We've got Jessica Powers. We've got Ruth Karmazan, and we've got David Corsini, and we even have Mary, and I'm drawing a blank on her last name, Budendek. She was there as well, and Jennifer Ho is behind the scenes as well, supporting us during the week. So that's our team.
Awesome. So Jennifer, Jessica, David, please, one more time. Jennifer, Jessica, David.
Lena Sosa.
Lena, oh my gosh, I forgot Lena Sosa. You know why? Because I was reading, she's my co-host.
Nina. So say it one more time.
Sure thing. Let me just read it from the list, because when I'm on the spot, I need to zone action read.
So guys, real quick. So everybody, we're modeling this, and the next 7 leaders are going to come up. We're going to acknowledge the co-leaders, who they were, and the champion. Let's go. So who was it? One more time. Erica, your co-leaders were?
Lena Sosa, Shiva Gordain, Jennifer Ho, Jessica Powers, Ruth Karmazan, David Corsini, and Mary Budendek.
Mary, Shiva, Ruth, I had said your names before. Awesome job. And the champion of the 10 a.m. February 13th, Erica Run Unblinded Influence Challenge is...
Oh my goodness, Erica should have this organized, and I did. And then what happened was Erica got pulled into something.
Michael Piscini.
Thank you, Lena. It was Michael Piscini, and I've been pinged all morning, and I am so sorry.
Well, we want to congratulate Michael. Outstanding job. And by the way, each of the leaders say if Michael, that person is here, say they're there. We're not saying they're not. So congratulations to Michael. Fantastic job. And we can certainly connect with Michael on Clubhouse as well. Erica, 15 seconds. What was your biggest takeaway from this weekend?
Be in my heart, being willing to be coachable, being present, and listening at level 5 to what's really wanted and needed. And no school teacher controlling, nagging human.
Yes, Erica, we are super proud of you. We'll see you on Clubhouse with Michael if he can make it. Fantastic job. Diana. Oh, I'm sorry. What did you say, Erica?
I was going to say, I already spoke to Michael 300 over the weekend, 300 agents he works with. I celebrated him. He definitely got a great experience out of this. He may or may not be on Clubhouse, and he's definitely interested in moving forward with this community because he knows that we are better together.
Yes. Awesome job, Erica. Loving it, Michael. So let's go. We had a second outstanding leader, Erica being the first, and Lena and the entire team. Who's the second one, Diana?
The second one is the power duo of Jack Tavares and Bella Verida.
Jack and Bella. Good
Hello, hello.
How are you?
Amazing and extraordinary in every way possible.
Hello.
I'm in the middle of Texas with snow on the ground
Are you kidding me?
and no power.
Oh my goodness. No. What is happening out there, Bella?
It's freaking crazy.
Crazy. Mr. Level 5 thinking, Jack Tavares, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. And it's beautiful here. It's like 80 degrees right now.
You do not have snow on the ground. So Bella does, New Jersey, we do here, and Jack does not. Jack, biggest takeaway from the weekend for you, my friend.
I'm not here for a participation trophy. And I did not manage agreements. Bella and I were in the doing, or at least I felt like I was in the doing instead of the causing. So biggest takeaway was to go back and look at it as an opportunity to see where that was happening and intentionality and block, and also who I'm gonna.
We're getting some dynamics with Jack. Bella, you there?
I'm here.
Okay. So Bella, I want to award you and Jack the highest level of energetic transference award. I have a couple other minor awards. So you guys had the highest level of energetic transference that was present throughout, and the most fun energy was there. So phenomenal job. I think what Erica did incredibly uniquely well was have things structured and organized phenomenally. So what was your biggest takeaway though from this weekend, Bella?
My biggest takeaway was the value of actually doing this that I learned actually listening to Rob, Gene, and TTP was the value of the ecosystem they had in the challenge. And I missed the mark on that. It was fun to lead, it was fun to have the people there, but I missed the big value of the ecosystem values of who I would have in my challenge.
And you know what's so interesting is I agree with you that Rob did an extraordinary job. We'll get that in a little bit, but we had a conversation this morning about how to 10x the relevant value of who they brought. So they had an extraordinary value, and that could be even multiplied by 10. And this is the space of innovation, hotbedness. And who was your champion?
Our champion, did you want me to announce the judges or no?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. Who are the co-leaders? Yeah, with you guys. Yes, of course.
Yes. So Jack and I were co-leaders, and then our extraordinary judges were Elle Anderson, Patricia Marseille, and Joe V.
Joe V, Patricia L, outstanding job. That was such an impressive group of leaders that were there. That was present. Like this was like
Yeah.
sort of like this unblinded, like sort of Mount Rushmore-ness was present. But it also show you that intentionality is critical because somebody's like rock starness automatically populate a room with the right optimal avatars for everybody. So excellent. And who was the champion?
Micah Cleamore.
Micah is the champion. Outstanding job from Micah. And we'll head over to Clubhouse in a little bit and seeing if Micah want to jump on the mic. So outstanding job, Bella. Congratulations to Micah, to Michael, both receiving 30 Days to Influence Mastery, as well as loads of things to come in the influence challenges they will be placed into with other elite folks, because we're about to create a tiering structure, Jack and Bella, with the people in the influence challenges. More to come on that in the month of March. So Bella, Jack, thank you. Outstanding job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome. Diana, we have a third amazing leader.
Yeah. Well, and I have to say my heart was partial a little bit because that was my team with the best part of my D square. You know, I'm D square with David Rush. They unleashed David Rush. So yeah, that was my team and I loved it. Every single second of it.
Is D Rush in the building?
Of course.
D Rush is in the house. Hey, Sean.
Hey, brother. Hey, so D Rush, biggest takeaway from the weekend?
The power of not only bringing incredible people together, but having them participate, not just watch, and what that can create for the whole dynamic over the course of 2+ hours. Loved it.
What did you see that creating, brother?
That folks get to see who each other are, that they get to demonstrate their unique abilities and identities, and that they have the opportunity to experience the magic of Unblinded, but also the magic inherent in each other.
Are you seeing the scaling, duplication, and power of what happened this weekend if it goes through the next 5 rounds of innovation and 5 rounds of scale for you?
100%. This was the tip of the iceberg, and I know there's innovation, and you're building that muscle, and this was the crack in the seal that's going to just burst open.
Awesome job. Diana, biggest takeaways from you as leading, not like leadership over the weekend, just leading this event?
Well, for me, the most intense thing was that I learned a lot, right? So I learned about causing leadership. And as I'm leading my own events, right? So bringing all the 8 leaders together, explaining the structure, all that is great growth. And speaking about the event itself, so much available for me in terms of varying my energies, causing more energy dynamics within the room and being in my heart and being authentic at all times. So, you know, I go back to causing leadership within myself and because I know that people are modeling, they are being transferred something and they are going to take that with them. So sometimes we get caught up in this is one thing we're doing, but actually we're doing 10 things at the same time. So that for me was the biggest takeaway. And seeing the caliber of people that were there in their hearts, amazing stories, missions, everybody that was there was phenomenal. And our champion, Lou Diamond, who had 3 rounds of 30. So, you know, like take that in. Every judge gave this man 10, 10, and 10 on the 3 matchups. So he walked away with a perfect 90, our champion. So that says a lot about the people that were there.
Lou Diamond rocking the house. And who are your co-leaders?
Our co-leaders were the phenomenal Rick Starr, Victoria Greenman, Dr. Victoria, Michael Mathieu from Proximity, and Richard Schreiber. And I loved working with them. Amazing team.
So Richard, Michael,
Dr. Victoria,
and
Rick Starr.
And Rick, the amazing Rick Starr. So awesome job. And again, if Lou, it was right or no?
Lou Diamond.
Lou. If Lou wants to go on Clubhouse today, then grab the mic. They're more than welcome to. And phenomenal job. D Rush, I know you got a polar plunge in this weekend in Long Beach Island, you and Dr. Victoria. How was that?
Absolutely incredible. I'm sorry that we didn't get to join forces and do it once again with you, but it was just a beautiful experience. Great way to get your energy up prior to a challenge.
It's coming, brother. So awesome job. We got one more amazing leader and champion Diana, who is our fourth, the 7 p.m. on Saturday night. P.S. By the way, if you're interested, and I do mean in applying, because it's now applying, right? Integra scarcity. There was a bill to this. We said this was coming. We're going to run 4 weekends like this weekend in March. We're running our unblinded live virtual events from Long Beach Island on the 27th and 28th of February, right? Only from Blinded Ecosystem. And then we're running a challenge every weekend in March. If you want to apply, every weekend we'll have 8 leaders. We're growing what we're doing with it. If you're interested in applying to be one of the 8 leaders for 1, 2, 3, or all 4 weekends, this is becoming a meritocracy. The people who are the most committed, the most skilled, who understand it, like those are the people who are going to run it. And then eventually we're going to spread it out even more as we do even more than running them on weekends. But then the month of March is going to be the next scaling innovation of this, as well as training on what to do on the back end of all this. So if you're interested in applying, Chaz will drop in the chat where to connect and the conversation we're going to have. Rob Gill and Epic has already selected to do 1 each weekend in the month of March. So there's 28 leadership spots left. You could be a person that takes 4 of them, like 1 per weekend, or not. We got to see how we agree on that. And great job. But Diana, who is our fourth leader of this weekend?
Oh, Sean, I was listening in to everyone. So I have to say I loved every group, but this one really touched my heart and was led by the 2 most heart-centered male leaders that I know, Craig Baumel and Joseph Bargis.
Craig and Joseph, what's up? Craig B, Joseph Bargis, what's happening, gents?
What's going on, Sean? How are you?
Seconds. I am doing.
How is everybody doing today?
Awesome. And
this
what
was
is your
amazing
takeaway?
My takeaways from the weekend were, first of all, inviting more people for those that either cancel or leave or don't show up because of out of fear or confusion.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Fake confusion.
Like confusion. Yes. I put confusion when I even wrote it down. I wrote it in quotation marks.
I'm scared and I don't want to put myself at stake, even though I do every day when I'm creating agreements and relationships. So I'm going to go hide. But 15 more seconds. Takeaways.
Sharing the stage to vary the energies between the 2 of us because it's present and available for everybody there. And then causing leadership in others, being intentional with the people that we invite to share the space together and the opportunity that comes when people show up to participate with each other.
And then, by the way, I listen. You guys did a great job. Joseph, I love you do 1, 2, 3, you rock. Love that. I'd vary it though, right? Like, so, and maybe have a different member of the team say it. Like, so, like whenever we have the same mechanism of like re-engaging, unless it's so deeply conditioned, like Tony Robbins saying, make your move, like so deeply conditioned. There's like a core audience to like boom it, right? I would always vary as a quick thought, just because it could lose some of its like power and punch. But I was going for it beautifully. So Joseph, quick 20 seconds on your biggest takeaways.
Yeah, causing leadership, power, partnership, and how acknowledgement opens listening. So the second phase of our evening went to acknowledgement. It was extraordinary because everyone's hearts just like exploded and it was mind-blowing. And it's just how acknowledgement opens listening to a whole new level. So those are my takeaways I got that evening. Amazing had with me and Craig. And of course, our leaders, we had Craig's wife, Tia Baumel. We have Peter Swain, the amazing PPS Peter Swain. We had Fernando Lopez. And of course, Sean, we also had your son, the one and only Tyler Callaghan, also there as one of our judges as well.
Thank you, guys. So awesome job to Fernando, Tyler, King Peter, as well as I left one, King Fernando, Peter, Tyler.
Yeah.
Of course, Tia. Oh my goodness. So Tia was fantastic. The goddess energy present, representing in a big way. And it was very fun. One of my favorite moments the entire weekend was when Peter Swain said, Tyler, I'm so glad you're here because you're now beginning to make me look generous in how I score. Tyler was like channeling respectful and polite inner Simon Cowell. And the most fun part is I talked to Tyler on Sunday. He's like, yeah, I think people are like, because he and Fernando were like alternating, Fernando loops. And Tyler. So I think people are beginning to hope that they got Fernando instead of me, because that was like screwing them if it was me, because Fernando loves like everybody. He's like, everybody's great, 9 point something. And Tyler was like giving out 7 point somethings. So it was very funny that was present. Who was the champion?
Yeah.
The champion we had was Jill Collins, the one and only.
Only Jill Collins. So we had Michael, Mika, Jill, and Lou as our 4 champions from Saturday. They enter into an entirely new pool, which we're not going to describe today, but we'll explain what's going to be happening soon with all of that. An outstanding job, Craig and Joseph. Super appreciate, guys.
Thank you so much, Sean. And I sent a video to the elite chat. I know a lot of people saw it. I don't know if you got the chance to hear about it, but I went with a date night with my wife last night onto Long Beach, not Long Beach Island, but Long Beach, New York. And we were out there hanging out, and I said, okay, before we leave, I got to go in the ocean. And I went jumping in at like 11 o'clock at night last night in the ocean. And it was one of the most amazing experiences. Definitely doesn't exactly match along with the hot tub that we did exactly 1 year ago on February 14th with Tony Robbins, but it was close to it.
Awesome, brother. Love it. And again, happy Valentine's Day to all. Thank you. Diana, great job. We're moving on to Sunday, Valentine's Day Influence Challenge, the one and only Gina. Gina, what's up, my friend? Biggest takeaways from you for the weekend?
Good morning, everyone. What an incredible weekend. And the biggest takeaway for me was that this weekend brought together the most integrous, heart-centered growth warriors that I have had the pleasure of meeting, and am excited that we have the ability to excel with them, create partnerships, and to continue to make that happen on a massive scale.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Gina, we're going to take your amazing leaders and their acknowledgement over to Clubhouse, because we're going to run out of time and be out of time integrity with this process. We did calculate it out. We had some extra filler time that came in. So we are going to do this. We're going to Clubhouse. Gina, how would you, I'll do it actually. It cannot be overstated. Provided we understand what to do and how to do it on Clubhouse, with the dynamics of shared experience. Actually, just Gina, if you could, Chaz, actually unmute yourself. Could you, Chaz, give an optic? And then Gina, we're gonna head over on what you were reading in Instagram, in the comments, and what was happening constantly in the feedback, because you saw it, brother, across the weekend in the rooms. What were you hearing from people about this influence challenge and how it was like presenting for them as an amazing contrast of the other things they are experiencing on Clubhouse? 30 seconds, what you got?
Yeah, I'm humbled, and it was absolutely incredible. Throughout the entire weekend, I was watching the Unblinded Instagram channel, popping off, and it was people just showing up with such gratitude, with such, scotoma creation and what they experienced, the heart-centeredness, the takeaways, the new knowledge that they could take forward, and just so from the deep, you could feel the deepness in their heart through a paragraph on an initial message that we've never spoken with this person before, just spilling out how thankful they were for the experience.
And how often did you hear in every other room, we just sit there, everybody's introducing each other. Like everybody gets it. Like you go on, everybody introduces each other. It's like there's a pattern of the whole thing. How much did we hear how different all this was?
Different universes. I mean, people were like, oh, I didn't like Clubhouse. I didn't know what it was about. And then I joined your room and it all clicked for me, and there was value and we understood, why we belong here. So eye-opening.
Listen, taking care of business, Bachman Toner Overdrive to take us out, because we're taking care of business, bringing truth and acceleration, causing partnership and leadership all over the place. We'll see you over there picking up a June at Clubhouse. Thank you.